Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are jumping right into a really intense scene from the novel Crow Eaters. It's a story that shows just how far someone will go when fear completely takes over. So, ask yourself this: how far would you go? This is the exact question facing our main character, Freddy. He's a man so eaten up by paranoia and dread that he's about to be pushed right over the edge. So, let's meet this guy, Freddy. You have to picture him, hollow-cheeked, glazed-eyed, basically a shadow of the man he used to be. And he's shivering, but it's not just from the cold, it's from the absolute chaos going on inside his head. He's completely 100% convinced that his mother-in-law is behind all of his problems. Like, he thinks she's using black magic on him. So what's his solution? He's gonna find a supernatural one from a guy who supposedly talks to spirits. And you can just hear the desperation in his voice here. This isn't just a complaint, it's a plea for help that shows this deep, deep fear has sent him running to the darkest corners of the city, looking for an answer that just doesn't exist in the real world. Freddy's journey to get here, well, it's not exactly a walk in the park. He's wandering through these dingy, confusing hallways of a tenement building. It's the kind of place that feels a million miles away from his normal life. And the atmosphere is immediately unsettling. You know that smell of overpowering incense? It just hits you. It creates this feeling that's kind of sacred, but also really artificial, almost like it's designed to mess with your senses. And then he sees him, the mystic, just sitting there, a perfect picture of otherworldly power. He's got this dusky, ash-covered face, and he is perfectly still, which, just adds to the whole intimidating vibe of the room. And just look at the stuff surrounding the guy. Amulets, vials, weird parchments. These are the tools of his trade, right? And for someone like Freddy, who is just so desperate for an answer, this isn't just a pile of trinkets. No way. This is proof of some serious power. So Freddy is standing there on the doorstep, about to make his case, but the meeting kicks off with a totally shocking and completely unexpected accusation. Can you imagine? The mystic's eyes just snap open, and he thunders these words. It's this ferocious scowl, a brilliant opening move in a psychological game. And Freddy, who's already a nervous wreck, just starts to fall apart. Freddy is thrown into an absolute panic. His mind is just racing. How? How could this total stranger possibly know about the murderous thoughts he's been having about his mother-in-law? Is this guy for real? Is this proof he has some kind of supernatural gift? And the mystic, he just presses his advantage. His voice is sharp, just cutting right through whatever defenses Freddy had left. He does not let up for a single second. And that's it. That's the breaking point. Freddy is completely broken. His desperation just washes over his fear. He's convinced the mystic is the real deal, so he throws himself on the floor and spills the entire story about his mother-in-law and her supposed curse. So now that Freddy has confessed literally everything, the mystic offers up a solution, and it's pretty strange and unsettling. The power dynamic here has been totally flipped on its head. See, this isn't just a simple consultation. This is a full-blown ritual, and you gotta notice the steps here. Freddy pleads, he makes an offering, and then the mystic gives him a task. Every single action is deliberate. It's all designed to blur that line between a spiritual act and a very, very calculated performance. And this right here really shows you how lopsided this whole deal is. Freddy offers up money, something from the real world. In return, the mystic gives him a piece of his own hair, this supposedly supernatural object, before hitting him with this sinister demand that forces Freddy to become a part of the magic himself. So Freddy walks out of that room feeling grateful, thinking he's finally found his solution. But, that feeling of certainty, it doesn't last very long. The second he's back out on the street, that buoyant assurance, as the book calls it, just vanishes. Poof! The spell is broken, and all this doubt just comes flooding back. What on earth did he just get himself into? So he starts trying to justify it to himself, right? To rationalize what he's done. He tells himself, hey, in a situation this bad, any potential solution, even a little bit of magic, has got to be worth the risk. But that doubt, it's still there, just nagging at him. And now he has to face the consequences of his bargain. He's stepped into this world he doesn't understand at all, and he still has to take that next very personal step.
And this is what's so interesting. What he's trying to pass off in his own mind as just a simple, childish prank suddenly feels so much heavier, doesn't it? It feels like a real violation, all because of the dark purpose behind it.
And that's really the thought we're left with. Has Freddy actually found a way to solve his problems? Or has he just traded one kind of torment for a totally different one, making himself a conspirator in some dark magic he has absolutely no way of controlling?